Hey, Facebook followers. It's Dana with Sierra Candle and Soap Making Supplies. And if you joined us last week, we talked about a product that we have in store, Foaming Bath Whip. And we've come up with 2 kits for that, the Foaming Sugar Scrub, which Lacey with Malicious Women demonstrated last week. And then the other kit is the whipped shaving cream. And we said during the video that you can make this in 10 minutes. So today we're going to actually show you how you can make this in 10 minutes. So this is going to be a live demonstration. Before we get started, let's talk about what's in the kit. So you get a pound of foaming bath whip. You get 4 4-ounce jars with the lids. You get 0.4 ounces of chamomile extract. Chamomile extract is very soothing, so it's great for shaving products. And then you get 0.5 of the Perfect Man fragrance oil. And today, this particular fragrance is very man-friendly. So for a man, for shaving cream, it works out really well. But women actually really like this fragrance too.
Sue Hampton says hi.
Hi, Sue Hampton. And then you have a tablespoon of bentonite clay. And what bentonite clay does is to provide a really nice slip to the razor so that when you're shaving, it doesn't kind of go, you know, jick down your face or your legs or that. So so that's what comes with the kit. We call this a dump and go recipe because basically everything is all measured out for you. You don't need to use a scale. And we're going to show you real quick how to do this. And then we'll talk a little bit about a price reduction that we have on the Foaming Bath Whip. So hopefully all of you will come and you'll order these kits or you'll order the big bath bomb or the big bath whip. So what we're going to start out with is the Foaming Bath Whip. And you're just going to open the container. Oh, and by the way, all of the jars have been washed in warm soapy water, so they're ready to go and sterilized. And all of the equipment has also been sterilized. And I'm wearing gloves. It's a good practice to wear gloves. And I really should have my hair up in a ponytail too, but I didn't have time to do that. So I'm going to be careful. So, and besides, you wouldn't be able to see my cool fairy hair that my friend Tracy does. If you move, you might see these little things in my hair. They're little pieces of Thailand silk that's attached to your hair. And you can style your hair, you can color it, you can cut it, and they stay in for a very long period of time. So just something a little fun that you know about me. I'm a little eccentric in some cases. All right, so we're gonna put the Foaming Bath Whip in here. And we're gonna attach it. And we're gonna start out on low for just a couple of minutes. Oh. Come on. There we go. What we want to do is to get this to a fluffy consistency, kind of like marshmallow cream. So it doesn't take too long. We're just gonna, and then we're gonna bring it up to high real quick.
Susan says hello from Lima.
Who is that?
Susan.
Oh. Oh, hi, Susan. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna raise this up. And my faithful assistant, who I could not do without Amy, is actually holding the camera today. Some of you that tuned in last week got to meet her. I don't know what I would do without her here at the shop. So this is the consistency that you want to get to before you add in the fragrance oil, the chamomile extract, and the bentonite clay. And so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to add all that in. So you just pour in the fragrance oil. I love this fragrance oil. It smells really good. It's nice and clean and fresh, not too cologne-ish type. And then chamomile extract actually doesn't really have any scent to it at all, which is nice. So it won't disturb the fragrance of what you're trying to do in your actual product if you add this to your product. So we're dumping all that in there. And then we're gonna dump 1 tablespoon of bentonite clay. And do this kind of low in the bowl so it doesn't flare up in your face. And before we turn the mixer on, we're gonna give it a quick little stir because the bentonite clay, if you don't do that, it could fluff up in your face, which would not be a good thing. So we're just kind of fold it in there real quick. Just a little bit so it's not so noticeable in the bowl. And then we're gonna just stir this for about 45 seconds on high. Making sure, and you can stop halfway in between and scrape down the bowl a little bit. Make sure everything's getting mixed in really good. I'm gonna stop it right now and scrape down the bowls. There's a soaper that I follow on YouTube. She says, scrapey, scrapey. I think she might even have that trademarked, I don't know. So we're scrapey, scrapey. Make sure we get all that product in there. And we're gonna look for this to, it's not really gonna double in size, but it is gonna expand a little bit. We want it just a really nice consistency when we put it in the jars. And we're gonna put it in the jars and then put the lids on it. And you could use it right away. It'll be a little bit soft, but after 24 hours, it'll harden up a little bit, make it easier to use. And to use this product is great. My husband loves the shaving cream. He tells everybody about it. You just basically wet your face or your legs and you apply, and a little bit goes a long way. You apply the shaving cream, kind of rub it in, and then use your razor to take it off to shave with. And it's just really lovely. And it'll make your skin feel nice and moisturized. This foaming bath whip, while it's glycerin based, it has some really moisturizing properties to it.
Christine is from St. Louis, and she wants to know what state we are in.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're in Everett, Washington, and we're actually in our warehouse space. This is where we do a bunch of testing and where we fill all the orders. Last week we were in our retail shop, so some of you got a little tour of the retail shop. And in another Facebook Live, we're going to give you a tour of the warehouse, probably in a couple of weeks. So this is looking really good. And the bentonite clay is dispersed really, really well. I did at one time put the bentonite clay into the fragrance oil and mix it and then put it in here, but it left spots in it. So I don't do that anymore, and we didn't put that in the instructions because I don't know why it did that. It was the same fragrance oil and everything, so not exactly sure why it left those spots, but this way seems to mix in really, really well. So we're about done there.
It smells so good.
It does, doesn't it? Looks good too. I like it when it's all whipped up. It's kind of fun looking. You know, it kind of looks like that marshmallow fluff a little bit. A little bit thicker though. A really nice, good whipped cream. That's what it looks like. So, which is appropriate since it's a shaving cream.
Josie says hi.
Hi, Josie. Thanks for joining us today. All right, so we're gonna get as much of this out of here. I don't want to waste any. And then we're going to just spoon it. I did try and put a spatula into these little 4-ounce jars, and it doesn't work as well. So we're just going to spoon this in here. And don't, just kind of put it into the top. Just get it in there and then worry about cleaning up your jars afterwards. If you're really meticulous about it, it makes the time go a lot faster. Of course, if you want to be meticulous, go ahead. But if you want to make this in 10 minutes, then you don't be so meticulous. About like that. Well, we might top it off when we get to the bottom of the container. This really is such a fresh scent, isn't it, Amy?
Is this your son likes this scent too?
He does. His favorite scent, though, that we have of ours is the cedarwood. He loves the cedarwood, and he likes the smoked leather, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mixing those two together is actually kind of nice. I made some beard oil to send to him, and his request was for cedarwood and a little bit of smoked leather. And that would be a nice Facebook Live to do, actually, is to make some beard oil.
Yep.
We sell a beard oil kit as well. Oh, and while I'm doing this, let's talk about the kits. So this kit sells for $20 on SierraCandles.com. And all the products that you see in this kit, you can also buy separately at SierraCandles.com. Trying to take a page from Lacey's book. Make sure every 30 seconds or a minute you're mentioning your website. So, okay. So SierraCandles.com. So it's $20 and it makes the 4 jars here. It contains everything you see here. So everything you need to make this kit. This actually looks like it fluffed up a little bit more than the last time I made it. Of course. That's okay.
It'll be extra good.
Yeah, extra good. So if it does that, we might have overmixed it just a little bit because it does fluff up. We probably did that. Also, there's some little air holes in this one. So if you have any extra, just get a mason jar out and stick it in a mason jar. But when we did the test run of this, it made exactly 4 jars. So I probably fluffed it a little too much. There's not too much left in there though. It's not too bad. All right. Oh, that one's. So, and the nice thing about wearing gloves too is that while this feels really good, when you're making it, it gets on your hands and you constantly feel like you have to be wiping your hands off. So wearing gloves is always a good alternative because then you can just take the gloves off and throw them away. Okay, so I'm gonna clean these up real quick. How are we doing on time there, Amy?
That was 10 minutes.
Okay,
That
so
was
see,
good.
10 minutes.
Plus the intro, so.
Yeah, and we were talking and jabbering some of the time. So if you're not jabbering, you can probably get it done in less than 10 minutes. And so there you have it. 4 jars of whipped shaving cream. And again, the kit price is $20. Oh, it also ships separately. We ship it in a regional flat rate box. Your charge for that is $8.99. So you can't combine this with any of the other products. And you know, I guess that's something we maybe should talk about a little bit is our shipping. We try and get you the best shipping rate possible. So if you go online and you order, before you place your order, when you get to the shipping, there's a little box that you have to check that says either ship exactly the way I'm asking you to ship it or cheapest way possible. And if you do the cheapest way possible, as long as it isn't a really low flash point oil, we will put it in a USPS, generally a regional A box that will get you that $8.99 shipping. So that's 6 pounds or less gets you the $8.99 shipping. And some of you probably noticed that the shipping rates, USPS raised their rates really significantly. And so at this time, we're not going to raise our flat rate shipping of $8.99 under 6 pounds. We feel that that is a really nice benefit that we give to our customers as far as shipping. And so if you do pay more for shipping, say you do it on PayPal, we refund the difference if we ship it for less than what you paid. And if you do it on a regular credit card, before we actually charge the card, we adjust the shipping. Sometimes we'll note that in your shipping, your packing slip in your box, if we don't have just a ton of orders and we have time to do that. Otherwise, you'll just see it on your credit card charge when you get it. So, and then finally, the last thing here is that this is how we sell the foaming bath whip. So we sell it in an 8-pound container, and then we sell it in a 2-pound container. The 8-pound container used to be $35. We have reduced that to $28. That is the lowest rate you will find for this product anywhere. There's several suppliers that sell this product, and you won't find it any cheaper.
And where can we find that?
This at SierraCandles.com. Good job, Amy. And then the 2-pound, now we've adjusted that from $10 to $7.99. And again, you can find this at SierraCandles.com. This particular, if you were to order just this, we can fit this in an 8x8 box. So the shipping shouldn't be too bad on that. But just like with wax, sometimes if you're a candle maker and you're ordering wax, it's so expensive to ship wax. But we try and find the best way to ship it to you. So, and it comes in a nice reusable little bucket. You can do lots of things with this bucket. You can make bath bombs in it. You can make soap in it. If you're a cold process soap maker, hot process soap maker, you can mix it up in there. So really, really, really good products here. And we hope that you enjoyed our little demonstration. And again, the kits can be found at SierraCandles.com.
For how much?
And for $20. $20 makes 4 jars. Just like this, contains everything that you saw here. The only equipment that you need to provide is a mixer and a bowl and a spatula and a spoon. And comes with directions as well. And so I think that's it for today's Facebook Live. Anybody have any questions before we say adios? Okay, well, thanks for joining us. And we are planning on doing these Facebook Lives probably every Friday. So we'll see you next week.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.